What's up, Monskos Kronskos? It's Monday morning. What do we do? Monday morning, you sure look fine. But Friday, I got traveling on my mind. First you love me, then you get on down the line. Anyway, it's Monday morning. It's beautiful. 26 degrees. Yesterday, I ended up taking it really easy. I had a great Saturday, great Friday. Ooh, that looks weird. Yesterday I took it easy. I did something to my arm. I don't know what I did, I think it might be pleurisy again. I know what pleurisy be feeling like. I must be pleurisy again. Anyway, so I just wanted to touch base with you guys. A lot of good things are going on. I wanted to, oh, that's a fun looking Camaro. I wanted to touch base on this GameStop thing in case none of y'all know, or if you know but you don't understand it. Just because it's really cool. The GameStop thing, you probably heard about it. I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't mean anything. It actually does. It means a lot, actually, for us normal people. Call us normies. So, forever, everything's been, basically the big guy against the small guy, right? I mean, that's just the way it is, right? Those who have money make money. So, what happened with GameStop, I'm going to go over this real quick. What happens is these hedge funds, what they'll do is they'll borrow stock. So, GameStop, okay, was on the target for short stock. So, basically what they do is they borrow the stock. They know the stock is going to go down. They'll even do things, and this is public knowledge, they'll even do things like go on mainstream media to basically create an environment where the stock will go down. They'll bash them, they'll do whatever. This has been known forever. Everybody knows, those people know this. We don't really know this, right? Because we ain't got no money, and we don't really do anything, right? So what's going on with GameStop was there was a lot of people on a platform, and you can usually see that this is going on. So all the hedge fund corps were basically borrowing a bunch of stock. So you borrow it, the stock goes way down in price, and then you make, let's say you borrowed it $10 a share, it goes down to $1, you make $9 a share, right? That's how it works. Okay, it was called a short squeeze because what happened was there was a platform where normal people got together and said, hey, they're doing a short sale basically on stocks for GameStop. Everybody take your money and buy. So what that does is it takes that GameStop shares that those people, the hedge fund, bought, they borrowed, didn't put any money. They borrowed it and they wanted it to go down so then they could offload it and make a bunch of money. What happened was a bunch of normal people, normies, decided to gather together and throw a bunch of money, whatever money you had, into that stock, okay? And what they did was called a short squeeze. They made those hedge fund people, corporations or whatever, they made that stock shoot way up to where they lost $70 billion. Okay, why this should matter to you? Why should this matter to you? This should matter to you in a big, big way. Because what happened was they flipped. The normal people, the peasants, the sheeplings, they cost them billions of dollars. Like that. How the hell do these people get away with this? No! And you can see it on Bloomberg. This guy's flipping out. Robinhood is an app that you can do trades on. They shut down. Sounds familiar. They shut down the trading on it. When has that happened before? You just shut down shit. You don't just shut down shit. In case you didn't know this, you don't just shut stuff down. You don't shut trading down. You don't shut elections. You just don't do that. And this isn't to be political at all. But in case, if you think that's normal, your thinking is wrong. It's not normal. I'm not being a crazy person. I'm not thinking outside the box. It's a fact. It's not disputable. I mean, you can't, facts trump feelings. I mean, you can't, just because you feel a certain way, it doesn't matter. The facts are the facts. You don't stop trading. You don't stop it. Then they come out and they're trying to say it's illegal for these people, let's call them you and me, these normal people who caught wind of this. It was illegal for them to do this because they lost 60, 70 billion dollars. That's illegal. Really? Because you do it and you make billions upon billions. But when we do it, you're flipping out. You're flipping the script. The White House called to stop it. What? What are you talking about, Monica? They stopped it. And they want to try to put in regulations now that we can't do that. If y'all don't know what a big deal this is, I'm letting you know. The reason why GameStop's such a big deal right now, and you've heard the phrase, you've heard, but you don't know what it means, is people like us made millions of dollars off them in their own game. This is a big deal because it's not going to stop. People like us made billions and took billions from these billionaires that want us to be the peasants and the sheeplings forever and ever, and made billions on them. Shut them down. This is only the beginning. I don't think y'all understand. People are waking up. The Great Awakening. People are waking up. And I'm not talking about Trump supporters. This has nothing to do with politics. This has nothing to do with politics. It actually never did. It never had anything to do with politics. To believe it or not, none of us like politics. I don't like politics. None of us like politics, right? It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the normal people getting a level playing field, okay? That's all it is. Giving us a level playing field. Stop keeping us down and letting us have a level playing field, right? That's what just happened. It was beautiful. It was brilliant, guys. I want you to know how big of a deal this is. They took out an ad, a billboard in Times Square. This was huge. This is a big deal. This is where we all come together. This is so far from political lines that you can take a breath. You can breathe easy and know that we've got to stop the political divide. There's no hate. You don't see anybody trampling anything, okay? The whatever the Capitol thing was back a long time ago before the inauguration, nobody got out in the streets putting big old PUSSY hats on after the inauguration. Nobody freaked out for 4 years and called Russia and all that. Nobody has done any of that, right? Because I'm going to tell you something. There is a side of people, not political, there's a side of people that believe in the rule of law. They don't believe in burning shit down. They don't believe in burning police precincts down and federal buildings down in Washington and taking over the streets and calling it Chaz or whatever. They don't believe in looting from other people just like us. They don't believe in that. They don't believe in that. They believe in the rule of law. They don't take AK-47s to protests. They don't believe in that. So whatever you're being told is incorrect. There is a huge amount of people that believe in the rule of law. Believe it or not, that's the truth. Get out of my lane. And that's a big deal because it's not politics. Get politics out of the brain, right? For one thing, the Trump derangement thing, cause stop that, dude. The guy's a guy. The guy didn't take us to war. The guy didn't kill a bunch of us. The guy didn't do shit, really. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, he did lower the price of medications, which now, miraculously, in the last week, my medication went up $80. So I've been hit again, right? By the way, the reason I got banned off Twitter, in case y'all didn't know, I got banned off Twitter, which I don't even know how to use Twitter. I retweeted about HCQ. In case y'all don't know what that is. Back in the day, I retweeted about HCQ that why would they ban a drug that's been around for 60 years? that people I know take it every day. Why would they ban that drug? Where doctors couldn't give it to people. Why are you stopping in the middle of the street where people couldn't take it? Like if a doctor thought that it would help you with this infection, they were by law not allowed to give it to you. That is insane. Now, the president didn't do that. But I retweeted and said, why would they ban a drug? And it wasn't me I retweeted someone. Why would they ban this? It doesn't make sense. People use it every day. It doesn't make sense why they would ban it. Well, the WHO came out, and I know y'all know this. The WHO came out and said, hey, the tests were faulty. We were getting a 97% false positive because they were cycling it so many times. When you cycle a test too many times, you basically pull out the nanoparticles of your soul. So they'll find whatever they need to find. So they're going to stop doing that. So that'll go down. The positives will go down because they were false. And then they came out and said HCQ is not banned. HCQ is not a bad drug. And that it does have some therapeutics. Like Merck is now coming out saying they won't be working on a vaccine. They're going to work on therapeutics. And now they're coming out with HCQ is not a bad drug and all that. This happened all within a week. And then you have, California opening up, Chicago opening up, New York opening up, all within the last, week and a half. Now, y'all might not see the irony in that, but luckily, millions and millions and millions of people do. And we're again talking people, not politics, right? You know what? Hashtag trending. Y'all see the hashtag trending right now. You'll see what I'm talking about. Buyer's remorse, let's call it. But it has nothing to do with politics. It has to do with the little guy, us. So remember that. Remember that everything is going great. If this is all it took, all right, we're open. Restaurants are open. We're not going to have our particles of our souls drawn out from a stupid test. You got Merck no longer working on a vaccine and working on therapeutics, which for a virus that has a 99.99x survival rate depending on your age and your health, just like pneumonia, the flu, all of that, which is good. I mean, it's a bad virus. I had it. It was horrible. But luckily, you don't die, Most people don't. So I just wanted to bring that up, let y'all know I love you. This GameStop thing was amazing. So excited. So excited. So just a little tidbit of how great things are going. Things are going great. The world is amazing. My life is amazing in Colorado. I'm super excited about where we are going. Remember, the United States is a beacon to the entire world of freedom of speech, freedom of religion. We are one nation under God. That is why we are such a blessed nation. God blesses those that give him the glory, right? I know some of y'all aren't Christians or whatever, and that's okay. But we all know the United States is the best country in the world. We know that. Everybody's doing everything they can to get in this country. Even people that said they would leave didn't leave, So, the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. Remember, it's about the people. It's about you and me, okay? It's about us. We are not each other's enemies. We, like political people, we aren't each other's enemies. That's all BS. So what if you voted for somebody? When did that become such a big deal? When they told us it was a big deal, right? 4 years ago, they told us it was a big deal. Before that, you had Hillary Clinton snuggling up to Trump. You had Obama saying the American dream is to be Trump. So get him out of the way, right? Get him out of the way. Don't worry about him. First of all, there's no reason to dislike the guy. Who cares? You don't know him, right? You don't know him. Unless he came and took a poo in your mouth, you should have no feelings either way. I don't think he took, as much money as politics has taken from me. I've been affected. You might not have been. I got censored on Twitter. I got banned permanently because I retweeted about HCQ. If you ever post about that medication, if you post about the F word when it comes to what happened in November, the F word being FRAUD, you will get permanently banned. Now, back in 2016, I don't remember anybody being banned talking about that. That's got to make you say, Nobody got banned when they said that he took it from Hillary. Nobody. They're still up. Their severed heads still up on tweets and stuff. That's insane. That's calling to violence. But if you just said the word, I wonder, did this really happen? You get banned permanently. That might not make you think anything. If it doesn't, you got to think about that. I don't incite violence. I don't do anything like that. I love people. People will say things to me and I will just love on them. And I got banned permanently for retweeting about HCQ. So, just a little something to make you go, this isn't about politics. Get politics out the brain. Get the mainstream media out the brain. Stop watching that bullshit. Because if they are causing fear or if they are causing division, shut it down. Shut it down. There's a reason why their ratings are tanking. And that content creators, individual content creators, and the small content creators are booming. Because we want to know the truth. I mean, I don't want to keep hearing your talking points. I don't want to keep seeing a death ticker, which, by the way, is gone. I don't want to keep seeing this death. I don't want your fear mongering anymore. I don't want your division tactics anymore. I'm choosing to not let politics divide me with anybody. Because we aren't each other's enemy. We are each other's allies. We all have a common enemy. It's not each other. It has nothing to do with politics. I love you guys. Have a great Monday. Bye. Mwah.